sports, college football ready to roll in week 3. It's the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers and the Indiana Hoosiers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
All eyes in the college football universe are on Bloomington, Indiana. Can the perfect Indiana Hoosiers run it back this season? Curt Cignetti has already been fiery and feisty in the offseason, challenging players to have a higher standard. Josh Hoover transfers in for TCU, and these fans are ready to run it back here in Bloomington. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Hoosiers will kick off first, and here we go. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hilltoppers offense will go to work first. And let me tell you about these linebackers. This group can make life miserable on any offense. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run inside. It's Allen. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Dropping back, it's Glenn. Got the quick pass. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Allen. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Hoosiers! A pick 6.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So here comes the Hilltoppers offense, ready to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Got it behind the line. It's a 0. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. Lining up from the 34 on first down. To the air, it's Glenn. Got it in the middle, it's Humphries. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Hutchison. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Got it. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Into the house. Touchdown, Toppers. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Hoosiers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. Big day in his last game. Over 150 yards on the ground and a score. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Offense set on first down. Finds his man. It's Becker.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
The Hoosiers in a good spot here with second and short. To the air. It's Hoover. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. On first down, here comes this offense. Trying play action. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. Western Kentucky will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Hutchinson. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Running inside, it's Allen. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
That's reeled in. It's Flowers. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Hilltoppers look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, the ground game. There's a crease. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Glenn. Hauls it in.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys in the field.
On On third down, he drops to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Hilltoppers send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Snaps it in the shotgun. The short hands, it's Richard. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. He'll try the left side. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to break into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Well, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking downfield, it's Glenn. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Listen, sometimes these quarterbacks, they get locked in on who they want to throw to. I didn't think he was open there. Nice job by the defender, breaking on the football, batting the ball down, making sure that receiver can't make a play.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man. At the 45 on his way. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense. But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Finds his tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Finds a little space. Oh, he's getting ahead of touchdown Hilltoppers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, Give him the ball. He can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Creates a little space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Hoosiers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go right back to it. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of its own cover. I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. And anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on defense.
The run inside. It's Beebe.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. And the Hoosiers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure on this defense. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Punt is on its way. Now on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Tight end now in motion. Off-play action on first down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Got him. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. But a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Becker. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. But a little time, lets it go. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Beebe. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Now timeout taken by Indiana, that's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39, it's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the Hoosiers line up to punt it away. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hicks. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. The Hilltoppers will hustle to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
That's caught. It's a 0. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. To throw, it's Glenn. Here's the pressure. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Looking downfield on first down. Looking left. It's complete. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. He goes right back to the air. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. They cannot stop the clock again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Made the grab in the end zone for 6.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Running inside, it's Hicks. Lowers those pads. Good gain there, picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the ground, he's got it again. Fighting off the defender. Finding some room. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 4 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Razorbacks sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program.
And the Hilltoppers will boot it away to start the second half. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. They'll send the tight end in motion. The run inside. It's Beebe. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it inside the 30. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for a crease. It's Beebe. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Hoosiers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what...
Caught. They will score. Touchdown, Indiana.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Allen. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Snags it and he's open. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of view.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The Hilltoppers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Beebe. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5 at 2nd and long. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And the Hilltoppers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They go right back to it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here. Makes the grab on 3rd. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
Really nice time to go RPO there by the offense. 3rd and short, you might run the football. You got to fake that, certainly, and it freezes the defense just a split second enough for the QB to spit that thing out to the perimeter, to make the catch, and get the first down.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Headed into the 4th quarter, these 2 wide receivers, prolific playmakers. Here's how they've done in this one so far. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially.
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
For pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. And it's no good. He missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. The option, the keeper. There's some room. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
I tell you what, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long, but in a big spot in the fourth quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down.
Defense there to stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it was a good move that got him that much. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Preston. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Beebe. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try the toss to the left. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
So here comes the Hilltoppers offense ready to start this drive. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And with the pick six. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team